What's good to YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchiha, 3 long face, skinny body. Got no I'm still working on that part. You already know we back with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. And let's get to the business. Yes, sir.
時代は終わる
solemnly swear from this moment forward that I will never lose again until the day comes. I will never be defeated.
Okay, we got 5 more days until we got Boruto Flames dropping this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Boruto chapter 53, and it's finna be active time, like, cause it's been a little long month. It's been dragging, you feel me? But I'm here to talk about the upcoming events, the cliffhanger that they really left us on, despite the fact that, yeah, Naruto had his whole new transformation. This motherfucker Ishiki just transported Kaoki to the battlefield, so all that's gonna go down. Yeah, we know that, but now it's like, what's going on with this nigga Boruto? Because we got half the people saying, yeah, it's this nigga MoMoshiki who's finna pop up. Not half, just more than half, more than most of y'all motherfuckers. But then there's still a good portion, an amount of people that's saying, like, it can't possibly still be the Jougan, due to the fact that every time we've seen, and I can say every time like it's been happening multiple times, but the only time we've seen this nigga MoMoshiki actually pop up through this nigga Boruto and get active through this nigga Boruto, obviously it's through the karma seal that there's any interaction between MoMoshiki and Boruto to begin with. So therefore the karma seal was always activated for patterns on you see in Boruto, and then even in his case, this nigga grew the horn out. We have never seen a case where this nigga MoMoshiki has just fucking taken over Boruto consciously. Now, is that possible? Now we can use Jougan for example, and we see that this nigga Ishiki was obviously talking through Jougan's body with the karma seal activated and without the karma seal activated, and this nigga Jougan was just being mentally fucking like deprived and broken down and shit like that. So it can be the same case, whereas since this nigga Boruto has passed out from all the pain that this nigga Ishiki decided to bring to the fucking game, you feel me? This nigga MoMoshiki saw as an opportunity just to take over this nigga Boruto's body, therefore awakening the Byakugan in Boruto's eye. But like the emphasis on this shit, you see the panel, the way they closed up on it, it's like they could have just showed us Boruto's overall face and yes, awakening with the Byakugan, because it's not nothing new. We've already seen MoMoshiki awaken, and we had Sarah to clearly state that she saw the Byakugan in Boruto's eye. So unless they were making a big deal like, oh shit, this nigga Boruto has one Byakugan, like, okay, my nigga Al did the same thing back in Shippuden, like, fucking get new, bro. So like I'm saying, the way that this panel is so closed up on his face, you gotta see, like, bro, this shit looks like a Jougan. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know if they're really going to implement it like that. It would be more wise, I guess, in the situation for them to color or shade the eye differently for us to exactly tell the difference, or just for us to go ahead and find out this next upcoming chapter, like, yo, I know they finna implement the Jougan as a dojutsu inside of the Boruto manga, but like, it's a matter of when. And it's like the anime didn't just like pull this shit out their ass, because I refuse to believe, I ain't even gonna say I refuse to believe, because they're not fun to do a Boruto having 2 different dojutsus on 2 different platforms of the story, because it's just like, it just don't make no sense. And the fact that when we see even Boruto activate the shit in the first chapter, there's no veins popping out, so we could see, even if you have the Byakugan, once you like activate your Byakugan or infuse chakra into your Byakugan dojutsu, the veins will always pop up on the side of your skull, regardless Otsutsuki or just the regular Hyuga clan member, and we've yet to see any type of veins in any such matter on Boruto's side of his face. So I believe that's all the evidence we would need. Now, if that's the case, then we're just gonna have to wait like 5 more years until we get this thing animated, and then we're gonna be able to find out for shit show, like, all right, what the hell is gonna go down. But next chapter is a high possibility that it may just be MoMoshiki. And the thing is, though, because it's like when they also showed his face, the expression on Boruto's face is kind of like similar to the expression we've seen on his face when, you know, MoMoshiki awakened and he basically whooped this man Boruto's ass. It's not the type of facial expression you would see Boruto himself with his personality, knowing his type of character, would make. So that all leads into the direction of saying like, oh, it's most likely this man MoMoshiki waking up next chapter. But either way, we have 5 days until the chapter comes. So this implication is just going to be something crazy. Can it be like, okay, if MoMoshiki is going to be popping up next chapter, it's going to be dead ass like, is he taking the side of Ishiki in this fight, or is he taking the side of Naruto and Sasuke? Most likely, knowing his type of character, man's wear black Air Forces, he's going to be taking the side of his own personal interest. And we already know for a fact right? Momoshiki traveled to Earth with Kenshiki, therefore him being the higher of the two pairs, regardless of if Ishiki is higher than all of the Otsuzukis we've seen up to this point. To Momoshiki's knowledge and regard, him traveling to Earth, he was going to be the one, you know what I'm saying, to feed Ishiki to the God Tree and shit like that, ultimately getting the new God Tree. However, the process that was explained by Amato, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, Momoshiki in his mind's like, I'm going to take care of this entire Kaguya situation and get shit over with. And I believe that Momoshiki was most likely doing so in regards to raise his ranking overall in the clan status, because that will only make sense and that will also justify his rash behavior we've seen that so many people questioned when the movie first came out and when it first came out in the manga, like, yo, this nigga Momoshiki, all he cares about is power, all he cares about, you know what I'm saying, all of this shit. It can also be the fact that, well, this nigga Momoshiki saw his opportunity to rise up in the rankings of the clan. Now, with Ishiki, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden popping up out of nowhere in this nigga Boruto's story, now we finding out he and Kage came Earth together. Us, just like Momoshiki, are completely surprised by the entire fact. Now, Momoshiki more so for the fact that he probably thought that at the time, both Ishiki and Kaguya somehow, you know, got shit fucked up on the middle of their mission. Therefore, you know what I'm saying, this is the perfect opportunity, being that both of them was out of the way. And he saw that maybe Kaguya had things under control somehow, some way she got rid of this nigga Ishiki. So he was gonna be like, all right, you know what, fuck it, I'm on Kaguya's ass, you know what I'm saying, finna annihilate this bitch or shit like that. I can see Momoshiki implementing some way like that. Now, him popping up next chapter will be extremely crucial, because if this would be the case, more so than likely, then he would side, not necessarily seeing him helping Naruto and helping Sasuke, because I don't really see that being in Momoshiki's character right now, but more so for the fact that him protecting his vessel, you know what I'm saying, the best interest of his vessel for the time being. So he's gonna wake up and just probably, most likely, I don't know, a chance whoop Ishiki's ass. But then there's also the matter of the fact that this nigga Kawaki has entered the battlefield. So this is why it's just too much to just solely just talk about, oh, the fact that Momoshiki's here. Now we get a chance to get some dialogue between him and Ishiki maybe, or the fact that he might just join Ishiki, or he might just fuck Ishiki up on some shit like that. Now the fact that Kawaki has been brought to the battlefield has become an even more sticky situation, because the only thing that's gonna be on Ishiki's mind is fucking implanting the karma seal on Kawaki. Now, by all means, as soon as he sees that, by any means, that this nigga Boruto has awakened and this nigga Momoshiki is using his body to speak through him, I'm pretty sure that's gonna throw this nigga Ishiki off. But when push comes to shove, I already see his priorities being put straight. But the fact that this nigga Kawaki pulled up at the battlefield, now we have the fact that this nigga Momoshiki or this nigga Boruto's Jougan has awakened, just adds too much confusion. It's like icing on top of the cake in the terms of the rigor, because I'm fucking with all of this shit, you know what I'm talking about, but it just adds so much confusion in terms of like, yo, what the hell is going on right now in the battlefield? And perceiving all of this to go down, it's like, nah, bro, I can't really say, oh, for a fact, even if it is Momoshiki, what Momoshiki would do in a situation like that, just for the mere fact that this nigga Kawaki literally just pulled up seconds before this nigga Momoshiki awakened. So could it be the fact that, oh, since this nigga Kawaki pulled up, or since this nigga Ishiki found a way to literally transport this nigga Kawaki to the battlefield, and it was right until that moment that Momoshiki's watching all of this like, yeah, they probably got it in the bag, he don't give a fuck who dies and who lives as long as Boruto is okay. But he sees that, oh shit, he brought this nigga Kawaki to the battlefield, now shit is getting serious. That can be the reason why this nigga Momoshiki woke up. And he's like, yeah, nah, fuck all that shit. I'm finna be the only one with a perfect vessel. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Ishiki was wild, and he thought Naruto had it in a bag, and Naruto fumbled the bag right at the last moment. But this nigga Momoshiki's finna pop up and set things straight. But we got 5 days until we know for sure what the fuck is really finna go down with this nigga Boruto. It's your boy Black with 3, long face, skinny body, Boruto chapter 53. What are y'all looking forward to? Mainly in the next chapter, in the upcoming chapter. Look forward to Boruto, upcoming spoilers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends. And again, do y'all really think it's this nigga Momoshiki, or like disregard all the shit I just said and it could just be Boruto's Jougan awakening? But then they had a whole lot of explanation to do. Either way, whichever route they go, holla at your boy, I'ma holla at y'all. Black with out, yes sir.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said